Hello. How's it going, everybody? Let's see here. Is this too loud? Let's see. Let's turn it down a little bit. There we go. Let me know if it's too loud. I will be yelling over top of my headphones. Guess we can hide this too. No, you know what? We're not going to hide it. We'll put it right next to my face. Right here, right next to my face. So everybody knows what's going on, what's happening tonight. Tonight, it's a battle to the death. I had a day that makes it so my brain is a little bit, feels like oatmeal right now. I don't know if you've ever had a day like that, but I've had kind of an oatmeal brain day. And I'm trying to remedy that with kombucha right now. Pink Lady Apple kombucha. I think it's good for your belly. At least that's what I heard. I'm thinking a lot about my brain lately, and brains in general. It's weird, I've been on this kick. Psychology's always kind of interested me. See how good I am at words? Psychology's always interested me. Because I'm weird, because I you know, so I'm just like trying to figure myself out all the time. And other people and why they're so weird. Interesting. People are interesting. Science is interesting, you know? So I've been thinking a lot about the brain lately. I went off and I did some research about the brain, and maybe I'll spit some facts tonight. I'm not exactly sure. So what's going on? Why do I have such a dramatic thumbnail? So here's the thing. Okay. Listen up. Here's the thing. Can you hear me? You can hear me. I don't know why I'm so paranoid that everything's going to turn off suddenly. 2 years ago, approximately, I had a stream, much like I do now. Same stream, as a matter of fact. Art stream. Maybe it was 3 years ago. And there were a couple of paintings that I didn't get around to finishing for whatever reason. Some of them I dropped them. Sometimes you just get stuck on a painting and you just kind of like hide it in your closet. You put it under your pillow and you don't mention it again for a while, and you just hope that people stop asking about it until you're ready to work on it again. Doesn't happen very often. Sometimes it does happen, especially when it's hard, you're running into something, you know. I mean, painting is hard. There are several spots that are hard about painting. You always get to a spot during a painting that where you just like, this is ugly, this is terrible, this is never going to work. Most of the time, 95% of the time, I make it through that spot. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze, so to speak. Or at least that's what I decided at the time. So tonight we have two paintings that I think are good. Don't get me wrong. I think we can make something out of these. So it's not like they're crappy ideas or something. But they are things that I, for whatever reason, came across a roadblock, or in some cases I just kind of put them down and then we went on to other stuff. And this was a few years ago. So hopefully I'm more equipped to handle the problems now that I ran into then. Since then, I've worked on my graphic novel a lot, which means that I'm better at, I think I'm better at drawing now. And I'm better at things like hands. You know, I'm still not great. I don't think anybody's ever really good at hands. If you stop doing hands for like 25 seconds, you forget how to draw hands. That's just the way that it is. I think most artists would agree with that. But we got two paintings here that are unfinished, and I am going to finish both of these eventually, but we're going to decide which one of these are going to be finished tonight. And I wish I could make them fight somehow. Can I make them fight? You know what would be cool? If I could find something on the internet that will make two pictures fight. How do you do this? Is there a way to... No. Is there a... I'm only going to do this for a second. I should have done this before the stream. You're right. If you're thinking that, you're absolutely right. Is there a website that can make two things fight to the death to make a decision based on the winner? Now, Google's probably not smart enough to show me anything like this. Random decision maker. Nah, it's just a yes or no. I mean, that's the same thing as a Magic 8 Ball. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to do this a different way. We're gonna do picker wheel. I'm gonna move it down here. And we are going to go to the paint screen. Yes, we are. here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna make this small. Can I make this small? Make this as small as possible. Oh no. Let's see, how can I do this? Okay, I'll have to make this window smaller. Like that. And then we are going to fight. We're gonna fight. Okay. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put two inputs here. I'm gonna say trash mutant, which is the one on the left, and I'm gonna say headless, hot dog, horseman. This is serious. This is serious now, guys, okay? This is serious. I don't want to hear any jokes. Okay? No, I'm kidding. It's I don't know. It's not really. I mean, it's trash mutant versus headless hot dog horseman. And so what we're gonna do is we're going to. These two are gonna face off, and as I spin this, it will be whether or not they hit or not. So, trash mutant will take a swing at headless hot dog horseman. Headless hot dog horseman will take a swing at trash mutant, and they will slowly but surely beat the shit out of each other until only one remains, and that will be the one we finish. Okay? That's how it's gonna work. So we're gonna start out fighting. I can't finish it. I don't know how to finish that, but that's what they say, right? Fighting out of the junkyard. Trash mutant. Trash mutant. He comes out to a Kid Rock song. I know you guys knew that. And then we have hot dog headless horseman. Hot dog headless horseman. Okay. Where are all my palettes? Here they are. Is this the dumbest thing that the dumbest idea I've ever had? I don't know. Maybe. Who gives a shit? Let's see. All right. I want to get rid of this navigator. Let's get this out of here. There's never enough room. Never enough room for what I want to do. What I really wanted was this. I just want this color picker. You know? I'm going to hide everything. And then I'm just going to window color. Now I've got a color picker so I can referee this fight. So, wait, how do I do this? Oh, you know what? We're going to change this. Oh, shit. We're going to change it. We're going to say, hit. Exclamation point. Oh my God, really? Hit. And then we're going to say, miss. Miss. Hey, what's going on, Heather? How you doing? We are getting ready to have a face-off between two unfinished paintings. Trash mutant on the left, hot dog headless horseman on the right. And they are about to fight to see which one gets finished. I mean, I'm going to finish them both eventually, to be honest. But I just thought I would make it like a fight, like a pay-per-view fight. Fighting! In the left corner, trash mutants. 100 pounds, I don't know. I don't fucking know, right? Okay, so fighting in the right corner, hot dog headless horseman. All right, so first, trash mutant will take a hit or take a swing. Actually, we've got to, don't we have to, we're going to spin to see who goes first, okay? And we'll say that green means that trash mutant goes first. And yellow, well, yellow or green means that Hot Dog Headless Horseman gets the first strike, okay? So let's spin the wheel. All right, I forget what we said. Did we say Trash Mutant is the green? Yes, we did. Okay, Trash Mutant gets first strike. This is dumb, isn't it? I love it. Okay, Trash Mutant is going to take a swing at Headless Horseman's. He's going to try to punch this horse right in the eye. Does he hit or does he miss? By the way, I wouldn't like it if somebody punched a horse in the eye. Don't do it. Oh, it's a miss. All right. Hot Dog Headless Horseman is going to strike back at Trash Mutant. I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay, so Hot Dog Headless Horseman is going to try to kick Trash Mutant right in the stupid beak. Let's go. Oh, another fucking miss. Okay. We've got quite a contest going on here. Nothing has happened at all. Okay, Trash Mutant is going to try to peck the Hot Dog Headless Horseman right in his horse eye. Oh, another miss. Okay, Hot Dog Headless Horseman is going to once again he's going to use his fire breath to set Trash Mutant on fire. Oh, we might have a hit. Okay. Hot Dog Headless Horseman throws a fireball. Done. Throws a fireball. Ba-bloosh, ba-bloosh. And now Trash Mutant's hair is on fire. Okay, so that's one hit. Trash Mutant's all burned up now. But he's still standing. Still standing. Okay, now Trash Mutant is burning. And we'll just keep track of the hits and misses. And we never know. You never know, man. You never know. Okay, so that's 1 point for Hot Dog Headless Horseman. Okay, so now we are going to... Trash Mutant is going to strike back by trying to pull one of his own eyeballs out and throw it at the Hot Dog Headless Horseman. Oh, it doesn't work. Yeah, MMA, yup. Fighting in the left corner! Okay, so Hot Dog Headless Horseman is missing. Hot Dog Headless Horseman is off his fucking game tonight, okay? He's got little Headless Horseman boxing gloves on, but they're not helping. They're not helping. His little gloves are not helping. He's got his crazy MMA teeth guard in. Okay. It says balls on it. Okay. So now whose turn is it? Okay, I don't remember. Whose turn is it? Actually, that was, yeah, Hot Dog Headless Horseman. It's his turn again. Here we go. Hot Dog Headless Horseman tries to punch Trash Mutant in his stupid face. Nope, doesn't work. Okay, miss. Another miss. All right, Trash Mutant, it's his turn to try and get in there and pinch the Horseman right in his nose. Oh my God, everybody's missing. These two suck. These two suck, okay? They're really off. All right. Hello, Eva, how's it going? All right, Trash Mutant. Is it Trash Mutant's hit? No, it's Hot Dog Headless Horseman's turn. He's gonna try to bite. This is an illegal move, but he's gonna try to bite the Trash Mutant. Bite one of his eyes off. And it's another miss. What in the fuck? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this a little bit more interesting. We're gonna put another hit in here. And we're gonna put another miss in here. Okay? Just because I think that for some reason this dumb wheel sucks. Okay, here we go. Hot Dog Headless Horseman is gonna try to drop kick. Oh, and he doesn't. No, actually, we're gonna have to go again because Trash Mutant. It's Trash Mutant's turn to spit acid into Hot Dog Headless Horseman's eyes. For those of you that might be just joining us, here's what we're doing. We're trying to figure out which one of these paintings I'm going to finish tonight. What the last painting standing is what the one I'm going to finish. Okay, we have a miss. I don't remember whose fucking turn it is. Why can't I remember whose turn it is? Probably because I'm just like, because I'm a crazy person. Okay, so right, that was Trash Mutant trying to spit acid into Hotdog Headless Horseman's eyes. So now it's Hotdog Headless Horseman's eyes, or his turn, and he's got like a little third eye here. He is going to try and use his third eye to suck out the brains of the Trash Mutant. Let's go. Miss, another miss. Oh my god, this is the most boring fight that's ever happened in the history of fights. Let's go. All right, here we go. So now, Trash Mutant tries to strike back at Hotdog Headless Horseman with his beak. He's gonna beak him. Oh, another fucking miss. Oh my god. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Hotdog Headless Horseman is striking back. And he hits. And what did he do? He is using his eye lasers. What's going on is that we're having a fight to the death between these two paintings, and whichever one wins is the one that I'm finishing tonight. Okay, eye lasers. And basically what he did was he burnt out the Trash Mutant's 2, 3, 4, 5 eyes. So now he's blind and he's burned. Okay? He's on his last leg. I think one more hit and he's down. He's down for the count. So in between rounds, his manager gives him a marijuana cigarette to smoke. No, this is a regular cigarette to smoke. And he's like, this'll help with the pain. Okay, so Trash Mutant, he's ready. He's coming back out and he's ready to fucking fight. Trash Mutant, coming out. He's going to try and cough, hack up smoke onto the Hotdog Headless Horseman, and the Hotdog Headless Horseman hates it. Fighting! And he misses. This guy sucks at fighting. He's got stupid crab claw hands and he sucks at fighting. But there's still time. Okay, the Hotdog Headless Horseman, he's got him on the ropes. One more hit and that's it. That's it. Trash Mutant's down. And so Hotdog Headless Horseman, he's gonna pull out the real moves now. He's gonna throw hot dogs. Okay, he's gonna throw hot dogs right at the Trash Mutant's face. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah! Oh my god. The most exciting finish ever between two made-up things that I made up. All right, this dude is hot dogged out. We're gonna say hot dog knockout. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're gonna finish the Hotdog Headless Horseman. And that has been decided. We're going to finish the Hotdog Headless Horseman tonight. I hope everybody's doing okay. That was very exciting. Very exciting. My heart is pumping out of my chest right now. But it was basically it was a shutout, you know? I mean, the Trash Mutant didn't get one single hit. So all right. So Hotdog Headless Horseman, work in progress. Do you guys remember this? This is from a couple years ago. I kind of dropped it in the middle, and now I'm going to pick it back up. I'm going to see what I can do with it. I'm going to start really loose, because I think that what's going to happen is that I'm going to, I got a little too precious about it last time, I think. So I'm just going to go a little faster this time. What's going on here? So I hope everybody's doing okay. This is what you call it's a Hotdog Headless Horseman. We know that. We all know that. And hope you guys enjoyed that fight. That's usually $69.99 for that type of entertainment that you pay for on ESPN Plus. You guys watch MMA? They need to be completed. I wondered what happened to them. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be completing them. I don't know what's going on with this. Okay, so the smoke is partially erased for some reason. How'd that happen? Yeah, I gotta refamiliar. Okay, I guess it's just gone. Gotta refamiliarize myself a little bit here. All the time, but on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. So do they play replays on YouTube? I had ESPN Plus during the hockey season last year, and I like really enjoyed watching MMA on Saturday nights. But you know, it kind of became an expense. I wasn't using it enough, so I had to like just give it up. And it wasn't super expensive, but it's like, you know, if you're not careful, you got like 150 freaking subscriptions. So let's see, this guy, what does this guy need? So if I turn black and white on, obviously there's a value problem here. You can't really tell what's going on. And it's because of the backgrounds. So what if I just go ahead and I brighten this background up? Or darken it? I don't think I can just do a wholesale solution here. Why does this scribbly keep coming back? So what is everybody, I did get a haircut, yes. I got myself a haircut from the haircut place on Monday. So I'm feeling pretty fresh. My hair always like, the day, when I get the haircut, my hair looks stupid for like 2 days. And I know that it actually, it changes. It changes over the next couple days. So like, at first I thought maybe I was just like had to get used to it, you know? But every time I get a haircut and I come home, it's like, it's just weird. And it's not just because I'm not used to it. It's because something is like, my hair has to like, get used to being shorter. Is that a thing that happens? Probably not, right? Probably not. Thank you. Thank you for saying that my haircut looks good. Let's see. Is that music too loud? I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit, just in case. So let's see. What's been going on besides my haircut? Don't know. Don't really know. What has been going on with all of you? Has anybody got any good stories? I ask this every week. One of these weeks, somebody's gonna have a great story. My story is I saw a lady fall down. Is that a pretty good story? It's a pretty good start to a story. I saw a lady fall down the other day behind my apartment. Yeah, I know, like, that makes total logical sense, Eva, but I think that my hair actually changes shape. Next time I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to show you what my hair looks like right after I get it cut, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like a couple days later. And you will see what I'm talking about. If I'm right, I might be wrong. Anyway, this is like this lady, right? Like I was out in the backyard, and there is a sidewalk. People walk through here all the time. People are like walking around the neighborhood all the time, including me. But I was in my backyard, and I was just like, it was real early in the morning, and I saw a lady. She just fell down. She tripped over like a part of the sidewalk. There was nobody around her. She just tripped over like a crack in the sidewalk, and she hit the ground. And like, she was facing away from me, so I couldn't tell how old she was. And at first I thought maybe she was like really old. And so I got freaked out for a minute. Like that like a very old lady had just fallen down. And so I called out and I said, "Are you okay?" You know, I just like said, "Hey, are you okay?" And then, you know, which is tough because like, you know, they're probably embarrassed, right? Because they just ate it like for no reason. You know, nobody's around. They literally tripped over a thing in the sidewalk. But this is just another anticlimactic story because she wasn't an old lady. She was fine. She was like probably younger than me, as a matter of fact. And she was okay. She's like, "I'm okay." And then she walked off. So pretty much as usual, I am a hero. That's my point. I'm a hero. I gotta figure out a way to get this horse to pop off the back here. That's what I'm doing right now. And I'm gonna keep it pretty abstract. I'm not really gonna like make it into a super great background or anything. I'm just gonna mostly thinking about values. Like I want to put lighter values behind where there are darker values in the front, and then darker where there are lighter values in the front. That way it'll kind of pop. Or at least that's the plan that I'm having in my head right now. I'm just gonna kind of try to keep it loose. Yeah, you guys probably remember these paintings, don't you? I mean, the hotdog headless horseman is a classic. Having a lately I've been like trying to figure out, like there's this like thing where sometimes trying to figure out what's wrong with something so you can fix it is, in other words, this painting is 3 years old and I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with it so I can fix it. That's harder than just like, sometimes harder than just working on something from scratch. But I think I'm just gonna get some shapes in here. And then I'm gonna get some perspective a little bit better. Holding a mustard bottle. You're gonna have to do a better job of spelling words because I don't understand that. Sorry. I see mustard. I don't think you have to type quickly. It's not like comments are getting covered up quickly, so don't worry. Trying to go from big problems to small. Let's see. I have to put a good old rim light on it. I think I'm just gonna have to work with it like a little bit at a time and just do what I normally do, which is keep working on it until it starts looking good. Right? Probably I'm going to, here's what I'm gonna do, I think. I might darken the whole thing. And then probably put some brighter spots in it. I was thinking about seeing if I could get some drawings from my nieces or nephews, some old drawings, and so I could like do, I think it'd be kind of fun to do like a like redoing a kid's drawing. That'd be kind of fun. Basically just outlining this in hot pink. This is like, Seth has a ton of sketches, old sketches. I want them to be little kid sketches, though. Like, you know what I mean? If you have anything from when he was, like, real little. Because that would be more fun. You know what I mean? I mean, I'll do a bigger... sketch as he's older or whatever, but do I see Twitch chat? I think so. I should see Twitch chat. Cyberforce 2175. All I'm seeing is YouTube stuff come through though right now, and so yeah. I'm using Restream, and I've got many things happening at once. Let me know, why do you ask? So you've got some older sketches? Yeah, I was thinking about just like getting, calling out, you know, I don't know, like putting out a call for sketches, you know? See it on YouTube. See what on YouTube? The Twitch chat. So maybe that means that Restream is not showing me the whole chat. Oh yeah, like it's weird. It's that I've got Restream going on, and it sends, so everybody can see the chat. It sends messages from wherever to all the chats. I don't love it. But it's like that way people can kind of follow conversations from the other spots, but it's not perfect, but it's like, you know, it keeps, and it also is supposed to keep me from having to have 3 chats open. This is why I need mods. Anyways. I am what's not coming through? I don't really understand. You mean Twitch comments are coming through? Yeah, like I'm just happy that it actually, what the fuck is going on? I'm happy that it actually just went live on there. It's like a win. It's a win. There we go. So here on this side we see the YouTube, but not vice versa. Oh, okay. So you don't see YouTube. Yeah, it's working. Okay, I think it's working. So it's working. Right on. I think that yeah, there's a delay. I mean, no worries at all. Chat away. Chat on all sides. We are pretty laid back over here. Cyberforce 2175. Everybody's avatars are really tiny. See a little purple avatar. Then, anyways, here's what's going on. I'm drawing a hotdog headless horseman. That's what's going to happening. There was a battle to the death. This is an older painting that I am trying to work on. And that's what's going on. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I was streaming just on Twitch for a while, and I don't know why, but I just kind of like I figured why not bring YouTube into the mix and stuff. I guess it's just because you know, Twitch has got art streamers on it, but I just thought I would see how many people I could reach on all the platforms. I don't think that I'm supposed to be streaming on YouTube right now, though. Thank you very much for the subscription. So how's it going? What's up? You guys tell me some stories, man. I told a really terrible story about seeing a woman fall down last week and thinking she was old. Yeah, they do. I know they do. I mean, I figure like I'm honestly like, you know, probably not on Twitch's radar, you know. But they could probably say something to me. I've actually been thinking about maybe just like telling them that I don't want affiliate anymore because just because, man, you know, it's like the exclusivity thing would be awesome if I had like millions of people or something, or I was like making tons of money, but this is really just more like about reaching out to people and like getting people, you know, just like showing my art to people and meeting people and stuff. It's not like I would necessarily want to be like a big old Twitch streamer. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I think it's just, who knows? Who knows, you know? Like, the algorithms, I guess. Don't know how they work, honestly. Oh, yeah, the pumpkin is for what? Well, I think it was just because it's Halloween, and, like, you think about the Headless Horseman. Didn't the Headless Horseman have, like, a pumpkin head? Right? Like, doesn't he sometimes isn't he sometimes shown with like a jack-o'-lantern for a head? I think that's what we were doing. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wonder if I don't know. I know that there are some artists on Twitch that that people watch and stuff, which is awesome. But I'm pretty sure that Twitch is probably mostly dedicated right now to Black Myth Wukong, right? I'm sure it's like everybody's playing that right now. The child-friendly version. Oh, I think what you mean is, are you talking about like the popular Twitch streams that are possibly not child-friendly that we're talking about here? It's like it's hard for me sometimes to remember 30 seconds ago, so please forgive me if I forget what we're talking about. There is a delay. There's like a huge delay too. It's weird. Oh, right. The pumpkin is a child-friendly version. Yeah. I mean, this is not necessarily right. It's like this whole thing is kind of like a not. Well, I mean, he's holding a tray of hot dogs, so it's not like super scary. But I guess I could give him a super bloody head with like a bone sticking out. I don't even remember a lot of the Headless Horseman tale, to be honest. You know what I was gonna do? I was gonna work with the perspective a little bit here. Did I move the? Yeah, goldfish memory. Yes, definitely. I have. Yeah, I'm not even sure. Like, I'm not sure what's going on. I can't decide whether it's like I have the memory of a 6-year-old or a 160-year-old. It's one or the others. Move the pumpkin there temporarily? No, I think what we did was we just decided to give him like a chain around his neck. Like he's wearing a pumpkin around his neck instead of putting it somewhere up here or over here. Like, I think that's what we decided, and it's subject to change because we're rethinking this, you know what I mean? Yeah, the pumpkin was a like a medallion. I'm pretty sure we did this around Halloween, so I'm like really into doing rim lights right now. Seems like. So I think Eva, you had an idea about mustard. I don't know where we would do the mustard. Kind of like the idea, but yeah, I guess you could be kind of holding up. What happened to the music? Music, give me some music. It's like, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's like rim light. It's not cheating, of course, but I almost feel like it's just, you just can't go wrong with it. Just putting a little bit of rim light on stuff. Especially when you're dealing with kind of a background problem like I'm kind of like making for myself right now. It's a really good way to pop things off the background, you know? I've gotten to where like sometimes I notice rim light in real life. If there's a light behind you and it's like kind of wrapping around the object that it's lighting from behind is pretty cool looking. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if you always notice it unless you're looking for it. think this needs some planes, like to start kind of separating planes from the tops and the sides and stuff. It's feeling a little lumpy. It's hard not to it's hard to say, okay, I'm approaching this brand new, you know, because that's really what I want to do. But I keep thinking about like, oh, what was I going for here? What was I going for here? It's kind of weird to try and forget what you know. Is that how horseshoes go? Do they go like this? I don't think I've ever actually seen horseshoes on actual horse feet. Not a big equestrian. Yeah, it is. It is the makes sense, right? The metal part, or the ring goes on the front. I think we can add a little bit of dimensionality to this. Make it feel more make it feel more dimensional. You guys like my smart words? You know, I even made some notes for what I was going to talk. My funny words, yeah, thank you. Let's see. I had like notes. This is how much of a nerd I am. I'm a nerd, and I made notes about the brain. So I'm gonna load my brain up with a couple things. So like, all right, so I was just thinking this earlier today because things keep getting like easier, you know, for us people. And okay, like I'll give you an example of what kind of brought this up. If you're ever like in the car with somebody, I don't know if everybody experiences this, but if you're ever in the car with somebody and they're doing the navigation, you just kind of stop thinking about which way you're going, right? You're then just following instructions. And like for me, especially, we've talked about my brain and how great it is. Like I'll just kind of like offload that part of my cognitive function to whoever's navigating. I mean, it's the same thing with GPS, right? Like, I don't really know where I am. If I'm trying to get somewhere without a map, then I'll pay attention to where I am. But if it's GPS, or especially if somebody is in the car with me, telling me where to go, like, I'll just offload every bit of my cognition to them, which kind of makes sense, you know, because your brain is basically just trying to conserve energy in any way it can. But it's just kind of weird that, you know, you literally, like, I literally forget where I am if somebody is doing that for me. Same thing with spell check or something, right? Like, these are small examples, but isn't it weird, like, as things get easier, we have Google to remember stuff for us. We have our phones for phone numbers. I mean, I know that this makes me sound ancient, but okay, cool. Thank you very much. And yeah, check back. I'm gonna see how far I can get with this bad boy. What was I saying? I don't know, man. I just feel like maybe this makes me sound old or something, but it's like, what are we gonna do when? Is it having some kind of real effect on our brains that we're everything is being done for us? Yeah. I can look at the old video to refresh myself on the original idea of Ichabod. Yeah. I'm just kind of like working on this a little bit at a time right now until it starts to come together, because it always does eventually. Oh, shape of hoof. I'm looking at hot dogs. And I need a picture of a horse. Sorry, I'm just looking up some reference real quick. This one is, that looks good. This one is looking a little weird. This is taking too much of my brain up. It's like making me have to think a lot. Here we go. It's weird. You know what? I kind of wish that I could do the stream at like 7 in the morning. But nobody would be awake. Sometimes it's fine, but sometimes, like on Thursday night, I'm just like, hey. And I've got all these plans, but then I'm just like, hey. Plus, the beginning of the stream was very exciting. I think I kind of wore myself out. With the MMA stuff. Let me move this chat over here. I'm just like trying to do too much at once. Look at the old video. In case watching an old 70s TV show, Nunk. No cell phones, just rotary home landlines, no answer machines. Yeah, that's what I'll say is like, I mean, it's funny, I'm like hesitating because it's like, the worst possible thing you can be is old, I guess. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, you used to have to like remember somebody's phone number or have it written down or something, you know? And I'm just wondering if it's making my memory worse. This is my point. I'm wondering if it's making my memory worse because I'm offloading a lot of that stuff to other things, other like technology. And it's like, I'm not like complaining about it. It's kind of cool that, you know, I don't have to remember phone numbers anymore. But at the same time, I wonder if it is kind of like a muscle, you know, where it's like, you know, maybe our memories are getting worse because we don't have to use them as much. I don't know. Just thinking about stuff. As usual. I don't know, he's too mad. Pumpkin's too mad. I like leaving his head off, I think. Contact with people is very limited and a bit scary. What do you mean by scary? I think that it's weird. It's like the way that we talk to each other and relate to each other now is yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not saying everything sucks about it or anything. I mean, I use technology as much as the next person, but there's probably some kind of effect it's having on us that we don't know about yet. I mean, it's just so different. Like, you know, like a lot of our interactions are online, which isn't a bad thing, I guess. I mean, I'm trying not to like make it sound like I'm just, like I said, complaining about everything. I'm not. I'm saying it's like such a quick change, especially like in the grand scheme of things. People have been around for, you know, a long time. So the internet's only been like what it is for like 15 years or something. It's not a long time in the grand scheme of things. And so, yeah, I remember, you know, having a landline. But it is pretty nice to, like, not have to remember phone numbers, like I said. And it's also, I have always had a terrible sense of direction, even before GPS. So, GPS is a bad example to use because it's like, I'd probably be lost right now. Like, I never made it home once if it weren't for GPS. Like, I probably would have got lost when I was like 19 or 20 years old, and I'd still be like, I would have just had to move there. I would have just had to move to wherever I was lost at. I had a terrible sense of direction. Just did you guys feel like you can, like, you spell worse because of spell check? Or do you feel like you're worse at finding your way around because of GPS? Or what are some other examples? Those are kind of like fun, you know, like not really a huge deal examples, but I think they're actually I I don't know. Thanks, Leggy Runners official. I don't know. I think that maybe everybody's just watching Black Myth Wukong tonight. I know I've been playing it quite a bit. Thank you for coming. We were just talking about old people. I was talking about old people stuff, I guess. No, not really. At one time, like having to remember phone numbers. And even though it's kind of a relief that we don't have to remember them anymore, I was just wondering if it actually does affect your brain, like your memory and overall. Kind of like if you, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it kind of a thing. Like your memory muscles might atrophy a little bit. I'm not sure. It's like either that or you have more room to remember more important stuff. Just depends on whether you're optimistic or pessimistic. Yeah, phone booths. Phone booths was how you talk to people. When's the last time? Has anybody seen a phone booth in like years? Does anybody have a phone booth where you live, like anywhere around your town? I bet they stick out like a sore thumb if they are anywhere anymore. I can't really remember the last time I saw one. So, for those of you just joining us, this is a hot dog headless horseman. Or headless hot dog horseman. I don't remember. What do we... it's one of the other. Headless hot dog horseman or hot dog headless horseman. At the beginning of the stream, there was a fight to the death between this painting and another unfinished painting to figure out which one we were going to do tonight. Yeah, address books. I don't know if I ever had an address. Like, here's another thing. I'm feeling so self-conscious talking about this because it's like, yeah, we get it, old guy. Things are different now than they were when you were a child in the 1500s or whatever, right? But like, I'm just saying, like, at one time, everybody's phone number was in a book that was handed out to everybody. You know, the phone book, it would be handed out once a year and everybody's phone number was in. So if you needed to get a hold of somebody, you could call their house. It's just so different than now, right? Where I try not to give anybody my phone number. It's just kind of weird that we used to do that, you know, just to live like that. I guess some people, you could, it was like an extra charge if you wanted your number unlisted, right? Like you had to pay for it. So that was like rich people could have their phone number unlisted. I don't know if I'm remembering this right, but it seems like that was the thing. And the phone book was like, you know, 4 or 5 or 6 inches thick, you know? Man, I can't get this horseshoe to, well, it looks better than it did. It wouldn't really be pink, but I'm just trying to like get it to show up here. Just trying to get some color into this thing. Let's see, what are some other examples of things that we don't have to remember anymore? That might be, could or could not be making us not be able to remember stuff as well. Because I'm serious, like lately I've really been thinking like, I can't believe I can't remember. Sometimes I can't remember. Well, it happens all the time when in chat where someone will answer something that happened 30 seconds ago and I have no, it's like I have no memory. It's like I just stepped out of a time machine. Is that bad? Do I need to go to the doctor? Maybe I do. This was what was giving me the most trouble, was the hand. I remember. And so now I'm gonna whoop this hand's butt. Does that make sense? Does that statement at all that makes sense. I'm gonna whip this hand's butt. It used to be 4 inches thick. Now it's maybe an inch. Oh, okay. So they're still making phone books. Do you still get a phone book at your house? I just didn't know that. Like, I don't know. I guess somebody's got a landline somewhere, but it seems like, you know. Seems like almost everybody's got a cell phone now. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Like, I saw a pigeon the other day texting somebody. Can you guys tell these are hot dogs? I think I need to pop some of these details out a little bit more. Hot dog butts. I'm gonna find some pictures of hot dogs. I've also been doing text-to-speech a lot, and I think it's making me worse at typing. Sorry, I'm looking on another monitor to try to find a good reference image of a hot dog. So you guys want to see these hot dogs with me? Roasted garlic. That's rich people hot dogs right there. This one's not bad. Like, I can see the details on the end, which is what I was trying to get at. You can see the bun details pretty good. So what's going on, everybody? What kind of is anybody else working on any creative projects or anything like that? Any interesting creative projects or uninteresting or new obsessions? All right, so we're gonna have to think about this light a little bit. I'm gonna think about this light. I'm gonna say this is kind of the color of the light. I'm just gonna put it right there. And it's coming from, kind of coming from behind. So probably rim like this. Get away with doing it right here. And maybe these colors are not really saying hot dog buns. I need to put a little bit more life into them. Saturated colors, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to chip away at this a little bit at a time until it's got enough detail in it to immediately read, hey, that's a plate of hot dogs. There's no shortcuts sometimes in the hot dog game. The hot dog making game. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Hot dog gang, welcome. Welcome to the hot dog stream. Hey, thanks for the raid. Hell yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Bach addicts. 180 no scopers. 1. Miss Lady Ship. Hello everybody. Thank you for coming. We're just we're making a hot dog headless horseman. Looks like the party's on Twitch tonight. Got a couple folks in YouTube and Twitch. We're split. Yeah, I've been on Twitch in a while. So, hope everybody's doing good. Where y'all coming from? How was your stream? It's like I'm looking at restream chat, so I can't tell who rated me. Thank you, whoever rated. We just paint some hot dogs. You know what? Why not put some mustard on these? Eva, I think you mentioned mustard earlier. Thank you. Thank you very much, Miss Lady Shep. I appreciate the raid. And thank you, Cyberforce, for helping me out. The assist. I appreciate it. Well, I hope y'all are having a good night. And is this an art stream? Hold on a second. Do I follow you? Yeah. Yeah, this kind of sucks, man. Like, I think I might just need to start having the Twitch stream open, because I'm like missing some tools here in my restream chat. Can't follow anybody. I can't. See who rated me. Yeah, make them pop with mustard. I think that's what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna put some ketchup and mustard on them. This is a serious art stream, guys. For those of you just super cute emotes. Oh, awesome. Do you do those a lot? Do you do those for people? What if there's like a actually mustard ketchup tray? Or I don't know, let's try this. Like squirt bottles? I know this plate might not be big enough, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try to put some old school ketchup and mustard bottles right here, right? We are, yeah, we had a battle royale. That was pretty fun. It wasn't really a battle royale, but it was between this and another painting. And I might have to start having more fights to the death on this stream between two paintings. Because, that was a lot of fun. What do you guys think? Should I try to sneak a ketchup and mustard bottle in here? Or is that just making everything too crowded? I don't know. So let's see. Dripping and pulling a bit on the tray. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I don't want to do squirting ketchup and mustard. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but I'm like kind of weird about food. Like drawing gross food. Like, yeah. I mean, I'll draw food, but just like there's something, I don't know what it is, but there's something about like squirting ketchup and mustard or dripping goopy ketchup and mustard that it's like, ugh. It's not that it's a bad idea. It's just me, my personal hang-ups. Well, no, these are good suggestions. It's really, like I said, it's like just my personal hang-up. I don't know. I mean, when two people are saying it. See, I'd have to have like another hand over here. All right. I will keep it in mind. I will. I promise. I'll keep it in mind. Just trying to figure out how to get these hot dogs. Look, could you guys tell these were hot dogs? Yes, I am the problem. Your suggestions, keep the suggestions coming, Eva and Cyberforce. Never mind how to get suggestions. I'm just I had a really bad experience with shooting mustard when I was little. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't happen. This it's getting worse. How can I do this? Maybe it's too many. Let's see. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cover this up real quick, and I'm gonna see if the hot dogs are fine. Okay. All right. For some reason, I'm like obsessing about these hot dogs not looking right. Don't know why. But we got to work some ketchup and mustard in here. Like who like what kind of a psycho eats plain hot dogs? What do you guys like on your hot dogs? This is a really good question. What do you guys eat on your hot dogs? Any well, I'll save my preferred stuff till somebody else chimes in. Plain? Really? You eat them plain? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I called people that eat plain hot dogs psycho. Hot dog rolls are more orangey. Okay. They're a perfect stack. That's true. Do you really eat your hot dogs plain? Onions. Okay, yeah, onions. You put onions on them. I mean, it's just weird to have like, I don't know, a plain hot dog, you know, with just a bun and a hot dog. Relish. See? Okay, mustard, relish, onions. Yeah, all good things. How about sauerkraut and like spicy mustard? You guys, any spicy mustarders in here around here? Okay, this is, I'm like, sometimes you make things worse by trying to fix them, and I think this is one of those times. So, gonna just have to keep on working. What happened to the chat? This chat just disappeared. Restream chat. There it is. Yeah. Oh no sauerkraut in Scotland. I didn't know you were in Scotland. Cyberforce. So it's not a thing. I mean, you don't have So this is, I know nothing. I'm a dumb American, right? But I always thought that since everything is so close to each other in Europe, that you would have a lot of like bleeding over of like food and stuff, right? So like I just figured you'd be able to find sauerkraut, since isn't it like a German or Bavarian or something? Yeah, it's actually not super common here either. Yeah, I can find it at the grocery store, but I don't think that it's actually up north more. Sauerkraut, onion, spicy mustard. Yeah, that's really good. Some hot dogs are good plain. Okay, well, okay. I retract my previous statement. I would say that yeah, I can see a world in which a hot dog was good enough to eat it plain. Yeah, it's just not a people thing. Okay, I got you. So relish is a thing. Forgive me for being like I said, a dumb American. I've never been out of the country. It's kind of sad, really. I'd love to go to Europe though sometime. I need to find a tray. Oh, you don't? Yeah, don't eat hot dogs because you're vegan. Well, that's cool. I have a little bit of guilt for eating meat, to be honest, because I like animals a lot, and well, I don't think I could be vegan though. Don't they make? Do they make vegan? They make like vegan sausages and whatnot, right? I have some friends. I have a couple friends that are vegan, and I'll cook dinner for them. Well, they're not vegan anymore. They were vegan. Now they're just like vegetarian. And they'll eat. Yeah, they're vegetarian now. But I made like a vegan. I made a vegan pasta. Was it pasta? Yeah, I made vegan pasta with vegan Italian sausage. It's pretty good. Yeah, I forget the brand. I'm sure that they make a lot of crappy ones, but it also seems like they're getting better at it, right? I mean, as more people become vegan or are asking for that kind of stuff in stores, it seems like there's definitely some companies out there that are doing better stuff. my friend Jonathan is vegetarian, and he said that, like, you know, I happen to live in a town where there's a lot of food, and there's a lot of I mean, even though, like, places that you wouldn't even typically think had a good vegetarian menu have, like, a decent amount of vegetarian items here. I know that's different than vegan, but you know what I mean. No meat. Yeah, it's really okay. So it's a lot better now. That's yeah, that's I could totally see that. So tell me some stuff. Lay it on me. Tell me some stuff that you typically eat during the day. Put the preconceptions to bed that all vegetarians eat are like broccoli, right? Eva, yeah, the vegan hot dogs are, I mean, they're pretty good. Or like, I tried Italian sausage, so, and it was very in texture and everything, like in a sauce, like in a pasta sauce, it was very much like Italian sausage. It was good. And like I couldn't use cheese, so I used this other stuff that's like I forget what it is, but it's not cheese. It's I think it might be like mushrooms or something. No, yeast. That's what it is. It's called nutritional yeast. Is that right? And it's like kind of tastes like cheese. But have to experiment if they aren't good. Cook them with spices and these peppers. Yeah. I mean, you can throw garlic in almost anything. Onions and peppers. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, but it's also kind of subjectively like the best, or objectively the best. Yeah, garlic fixes most things. Total agreement. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so like what are some vegan dishes, if you don't mind me asking, if I'm not getting too personal? Just keeping it interesting around here. Just trying to keep it interesting around here. Like for protein, my friend usually, you know, he does tofu. Like if we go to a, you know, to a place that's like serving Asian style food, he'll get tofu. Of course, it's pretty easy. Coleslaw in place of relish, yeah, coleslaw, yeah. Slough, as they call it around here. Pre-made stuff. Got it. I mean, they have like stuff that's really very good at imitating like ground beef, like, for tacos and stuff like that. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like, is the point? I mean, as long as it doesn't have animal products, I guess it's good, right? Cauldron, tofu. Yeah, there you go. Stir fry with veggie and rice. I could dig that. I could probably eat that most nights, honestly. Because really, it's just like stir fry. It's just regular stir. It's the only thing different between that and the stir fry I would eat is like mine has something different than tofu in it. So I'm sure it tastes pretty much the same. What am I doing right now? Hot dog tray. So I got to do something about this tray. Like something went wrong, very wrong. Yeah, how it's acquired. Yeah, I know what you mean. Um, like I said, I mean, I like animals a lot, and it makes me feel pretty bad. It's one of those things. It's like I want to call it a hypocrisy. I mean, I'm not gonna call myself a hypocrite over here, you know. But it's a tough thing to deal with because it has been part of the human diet for a long time, and so it's really hard for me to get out of it, right? But I commend you for doing that. If it makes any difference, I do get make sure that the meat is sourced a little more humanely than like a factory farm. Like I don't eat factory farm stuff. So am I back to being an okay person? Yeah, we're ingrained into it, and it's also like just the well, it's what it sounds like is that it's more convenient now to be vegan than it ever has been. But you know, just the efficiency of it, right? Like we need protein. Pretty sure we need protein, and it's a pretty big source of. Oh yeah, um, people have free will. Yeah, yeah, I get it. No, I get it. I don't feel that you're being preachy at all. Actually, um, you know, it's weird because you never know like if you're gonna whatever like I don't know make people feel on the spot. Like I'm kind of like an open book. So sometimes I just ask people stuff and then I think afterward like oh maybe I'm like blowing up people's spot a little bit. You know, I just find it interesting. I just think I don't know, stuff is interesting. It's like I'm always like going on tangents to go and learn about stuff. Um, I always go on tangents to learn about new stuff. It's like I do these absurd paintings, but you know, I end up going and learning about real stuff because of some uh, tangentially related. Is that a word? I don't even know if that's a word. It's some like you know, related thing. Like well, the example that I'm thinking of because it's top of mind is that I did this painting, this woodpecker painting recently, and you know, it's like a this like ghost woodpecker with his beak through a 2x4, and it's kind of just like a slightly cartoony, just you know, like stylized painting, but it got me thinking about woodpeckers and like I went and learned some stuff about woodpeckers. Um, it's always a worry for you. Veganism has a really bad name. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It's like, I mean, everybody's they like they. It's not a fair stereotype, but it's also not without reason that like sometimes vegans can be some of the you know how people can be when they're really into something and they have like it's like their whole identity they can come off as like you know like this is the only way to live you know so but me just in general I'm just like hey I think everybody should do just make it through life how you can you know do I have ADHD I am not sure to be honest it's funny that you mentioned that because I've been um reading a lot about ADHD because of some I mean I don't know if I have ADHD. I definitely have symptoms. Like I'll go off on tangents and I get overwhelmed by things with many steps and stuff like that, you know? But I also like to think that I'm just kind of like you know like um things that other people, and I've always thought that like this is just because I'm like weird or whatever, but which I'm 47, so I don't give a shit if I'm weird or not anymore. I'm fine with it. But like a lot of things that people seem to care about a lot, I always thought were like really weird things to care about, and they're really like boring for lack of a better word. But I would much rather just learn about like the world because it's full of really cool stuff. So that's pretty much where I stand on it. And so I did find out pretty recently that that's kind of like a somewhat a symptom of ADHD, or something that people with ADHD sometimes struggle with. Is like we have, I'm saying we, but people with ADHD have like an interest driven brain, right? Um, yeah, judgmental. No, I think it's for me, there's no reason anyone should think that a vegan way of life is taboo. No, it's more like, I think it's more like sometimes vegan people have a reputation for being a bit uh, judgmental themselves. People that eat meat, because a lot of times you'll be vegan, and this is, I hope I'm not being weird here, but like if you think about it, it's like you're vegan because of moral reasons, so it's hard for you to like. Sometimes people they get a little bit too far with that, and they begin to moralize with others. But I really do respect it, just because I really don't like to think about it, like animals. You know what I mean? KFC. Well, I don't think anybody should really be eating KFC, vegan or not. I think honestly, this is real. I think that people should do what makes them happy, and they should live by their principles, and they should also, um, no, understand that other people have their own upbringing and principles and stuff like that. Just live and let live, man. It's not really that hard. Yeah. But one thing I do like to experiment with like vegan recipes. You've got me thinking that I should probably like see if I can become a decent vegan cook. That might be pretty cool. Because I've been cooking for a long time. Like I worked in restaurants since I was like 15. I mean, I haven't worked in restaurants in about 15 years, but I've had a lot of restaurant jobs, so a lot of experience in cooking. And so I kind of enjoy it now that I don't have to do it for a living anymore. So it's like a new thing to break into, right? Like it's like a new realm, cuisine to break into. What happened to the music, right? I'm pretty sure I've been playing the same 6 songs over and over again tonight. So forgive me. It's just because I don't really fuss around with all this stuff. Yeah, yeah. People are sometimes. Who knows? Who knows why people do what they do, act the way they act. Sometimes it's just teasing, right? I don't think that this teasing is should be outlawed or anything, but seriously, KFC, like the next time somebody tells you about how good their KFC was, just tell them that like even non-vegan people know that that isn't true. You know, even non-vegan people know that that's a lie. All right, we've got these hot dogs are looking more like hot dogs. This tray is still. I think what it is because the perspective is dead on, looking at the side of the tray, and it really needs to be tilted either up or down in order to really be able to see the form. So I'm like in this halfway in between state that is not very helpful in getting this tray to look right. What do you guys think? Does it look funny, or am I just overthinking it? See, at one time this was a hand, and I think I've like kind of covered it up with my other stuff here. This has always kind of been a problem with spinning. I think it might actually be might actually be the reason why I stopped working on spinning was I couldn't get this dumb hand right. So we're gonna do it this time. We're gonna do it. People are the worst. Definitely, people are the worst sometimes. I have to agree with that. Like, I spend a lot of time on the internet, right? So, it's enough to sometimes make you feel like people are becoming more and more sociopathic every day. I don't know if that's true or not, but I mean, I don't want to be like just like this person that's like busting on the internet, because it's overall it's a net positive. I mean, it's connected people like never before. I mean, I'm talking to somebody in Scotland right now. That's pretty awesome. So it's not like it's a terrible thing or anything, but it's weird. It does bring out, it brings out a lack of empathy in people in some ways, you know, and like this other kind of like not so great things about human nature. If the soup is scalding hot, the salad ingredients will blanch and cook down. They would comment about her putting her soup. What? Oh, so she was dumping her salad into her soup to blanch the vegetables? Like, I would never actually make somebody feel bad, but if somebody's dumping a salad into a bowl of soup in front of me, I might have to say something. You know what I mean? Of course, I wouldn't like actually try to make them feel bad. But there's nothing wrong with messing with somebody a little bit, right? Do you guys agree or disagree? All right, we've got very much a hot dog headless horseman coming along. I'm just got all kinds of different colored lights in here. I'm having a good time with these lights. Having a good time with this mohawk, this horse's mohawk. Cooked lettuce should be a crime. Wilted, you don't like wilted, what do they wilt? Actually, well, this isn't lettuce, but like, you know what's really good is bok choy. It's like a Asian cabbage. I'm sure you guys probably heard of that. That's kind of like, well, it's cabbage, so it starts out as big leafy. It's green and leafy, but when you cook it, it's really good. It's not the same as lettuce. I mean, I don't even know how you would justify that lettuce. If you think about Chinese cooking, they put the raw veggies in a bowl and put hot water on them. Cook very thick. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, it does make sense. Yeah, like I just, like I said, I just mentioned like bok choy. I know there's a stream delay, so yeah, I got you though. I mean, like yeah, leafy green stuff definitely is part of a lot of Asian cooking, but I don't think like iceberg lettuce is. Bok choy, yeah, because it's good. It's like spicy. It's like spicy in a weird way. It's yeah, it's real good. I mean, that's making me hungry right now. Thinking about bok choy. Made one. You made oh, like a fast stir fry or whatever with like super thin vegetables. Yeah, I've tried to do stuff um like the way it's supposed to be cooked before, and it's just like there's a technique to it that is difficult for me to do because I haven't been cooking that way my whole life. Like Asian food, like I think that they depend on a really, really, really hot pan. Um, and then like, and I think it's the same with some like Mexican food, because like I can cook fajitas, but they're never like sizzly, like fajitas like I get at a restaurant. And I think it's because of the technique they use. Like they've got like a whole like apparatus, griddle and stuff. Oh, it's bok choy you cooked with horribly wrong? Oh, okay. Um, well, the stems are a little, they take a little longer than just the leafy parts. Yeah, like okay, so it's coming back to me now. So what I do is I'll separate the stems from the leafy parts, and then cook the stems because of course they're thicker, so they're longer, right? So you can fry those up, and then you put the leafy part in at the very end, and just get it so it's so it wilts, and then you're done. What was I making? I was making like Korean. I was making like Korean beef, and it called for bok choy. All right, so here's the problem. I had a hand that looked decent, and now I have. I mean, it doesn't look that great, does it? Maybe I can bring it back. Sometimes this happens when I'm just talking and painting. I'll be less than careful with something. Kimchi. Is kimchi like the fermented? It's like fermented cabbage, I think, right? Or fermented something. Fermented vegetables of some kind. Like I know this isn't the same at all, but I really like kombucha. Like I drink it all the time. It's like my what is it? It's like my cocktail, you know? I don't drink, so this is it. Fermented cabbage, yeah. Yeah, but it's good. You know what the crazy thing about kombucha is it's kind of sweet, but it's also really, really, really like low calorie. And I think it's because the fermented stuff like adds like a tartness to it that gives it a lot of flavor, but it's very low calorie because it's really just like, I don't know, like naturally made vinegar or something. I don't know what's going on exactly. That's something I would like to do, but it's like 900 steps. And so I'm probably never going to be making shit. I think we made some progress tonight, guys. Let's see. Where did we start out? Started out. Where's my history? Started out here. We ended up here. Not too bad. I think I'm going to have to call it a night. It's getting to be my bedtime, guys. Cocktail cabbage juice. What? I don't understand. Oh, kombucha. It is fermented tea. This is basically what I think it is. It's like tea, starts out as tea, and then it's fermented, and then you add like different times during the process you add like other ingredients to give it different flavors, like ginger kombucha, cherry. The one that I drink a lot lately is Pink Lady Apple. So it tastes kind of like apple juice, apple cider kind of, but not as sweet and good. Just super tasty. And I like it a lot. We can look up a quick recipe. Let's look up a quick recipe for kombucha. Kombucha, how you make it. Guide to homemade kombucha. We won't read this whole thing word for word, but we will quickly skim through here. 1 gallon batch of kombucha and put it through its first fermentation phase. See, like this is what I'm saying. This is a whole page about just like the beginning of making kombucha. Okay, so, oh my God, you can use just regular English breakfast tea. So water, tea, any kind of tea, sugar. What is SCOBY? Something called SCOBY. Kombucha scares you. Yeah, I mean, it's alive, right? It's like most of the labels of kombucha say 700 million living little things in here. Something like that. Okay, so this is a little bit crunchy. This is a crunchy, I mean, kombucha is crunchy, right? But this seems like a pretty crunchy blog. Scobies are... A new baby SCOBY is produced each time you make kombucha. Okay, so maybe it's like yeah, it's like a culture. Whoa. Okay, this is going to make you really want to run out and drink as much kombucha as possible. A SCOBY is a cellulose mat that houses the bacteria and yeast cultures that turn sweet tea into kombucha. So SCOBY is basically like, you know, yeast. It's the yeast for kombucha, basically. Yeah, that's the thing, it grows. Okay, so it grows a thing. I don't have to see that part of it. I just buy it in the bottle. That's right, though. But it's so good, and it feels like it's good for me. Maybe it's the SCOBY. Maybe the SCOBY has, like, invaded my brain, and it is, brainwashed me into thinking that kombucha is really good, but I like kombucha a lot. Regardless of that it's got a cellulose something. Okay, so you gotta get the SCOBY in there. And then kombucha starter tea, which I guess is a special kind of tea. And then you steep it. And see, look at all this stuff, dude. You gotta cover it with a rubber band. You gotta boil stuff. This is crazy. You have to get it to a certain temperature. And then you have to let it sit out at room temperature in a shady spot with decent airflow for a week, which means that that's when the good stuff happens, right? That's when it starts to get 700 million bajillion little microbes in it. I mean, which are, by the way, like, I don't mean to freak anybody out, but our bodies are mostly bacteria anyway. Like, without bacteria, we wouldn't survive. Bacteria helps digest our food. It's crazy. We're basically in a symbiotic relationship with, like, ancient bacteria. Toxoplasmosis makes you love cats. Yes, exactly. That's probably why I like these cats. Because of, I always put a little bit of kitty litter, sprinkle a little bit of kitty litter in my coffee in the morning. Right. Don't want to add more, but these are supposed to be good for you, right? These are good ones. I don't know. I try to. I mean, I eat yogurt, so I don't know. What are the health benefits? It's kind of like, uh, it's kind of like this vaguely like. Let's look it up because I would just tell you something wrong, probably. It's supposed to be good for your gut health, which there's more and more evidence that the kind of bacteria that lives in you matters. It's important, more important than we thought. What are the health benefits of kombucha? Oh my god, it finished it for me. How did that happen? Some say kombucha has many health benefits. See, because like you can probably find somebody that says like the kombucha cured my diabetes, antioxidants, that's good. Probiotics, which is the living stuff that are needed to keep your gut healthy. So that's probably the main thing. It's got vitamins and minerals. Kombucha may also help with digestion, boost energy levels, and ease symptoms of intestinal disease. So yeah, just overall, it's good for digestion, and I can say that I've had upset stomach before, and I drank some ginger kombucha, and that really helped. Yeah, it can help IBS supposedly. Yeah, try it out. I mean, it's again, I know that it's gross, like to think about bacteria and stuff, but we already have you have this like ecosystem going on in your body and your digestive system that helps break down food and stuff. It can and so like there are a lot of different strains. I was actually heard this earlier today when I was doing this research on like the brain or whatever, and like I don't know how true this is because this is all new, this gut biome stuff, but processed food will like cause a certain kind of bacteria to grow in your gut, and then so if you try to quit eating processed food, that bacteria starts to die, and then it starts sending signals to your brain to like for you to crave processed food. So anyway, I'm not saying that kombucha will save your life, but I don't know. It just might. It might help. It might help if you've it has definitely helped me like like heartburn and stuff. It's in yogurt. Yeah, probiotics. Yeah, same kind of stuff. I don't know enough about it to say, oh, these are the same exact kinds of bacteria or whatever, but probiotic usually does mean that like it promotes good bacteria in the body, in your digestive system. So all right, so I'm glad that you guys came tonight and we learned all about different things like bacteria. I guess we'll do a quick show and tell, and I'll show you guys some of the how the champs are coming along, how my seragraphs are coming along. I shall be right back. I'm just gonna walk away. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna turn this off. Gonna work on it next week. Yeah, I'm gonna work on it next week. We're gonna finish this next week, and we're gonna try the and then we're gonna start on the other one. The other one's probably gonna take a little longer because it was like a whole poster and stuff. This was an idea that I just came up like kind of off the cuff, like, hey, I'll finish those two paintings because they come back to me once in a while. So yeah, we're gonna finish them. And the cool thing about that is that I can then take the old stream where we started them and string them together with this one, and then I can have like a time lapse video. So that's kind of cool. Cyberforce, I'm sorry that you have cried. That you did the that looks like Brotato. Is that Brotato? Okay. So I'm gonna start doing in excess style these posters, but I'm gonna try not to screw them up. I'll pick them up. How can we do this? Whoa. Bible thumb, basic twitch. Oh, okay, cool. It is kind of a thumb, isn't it? All right, I'm gonna show you guys these serigraphs. I know the colors are a little different in here, but they're getting kind of crazy. I did some of the lettering for some of them. And so I think that some of these are like 90% of the way done. Some of them are 70% of the way done. They're different at different levels of doneness. So the paper for these is marbled, like Turkish marbled, and then they're screen prints, but I'm like doing different colors, different colorways, and yeah. Sometimes I do streams where I do these screen prints. All right, let's see. You got a few more. Oh, this is the one. This is the one that I was like really hoping would get better when I did another screen on it, and I think it did. So this one was kind of like vague looking, like you couldn't really see the shapes in it, but I think it's fixed now. So that was the streaky one. Remember, guys? Anybody who was at this last stream? All right, just a few more. Can't read the chat right now. I'll be right back to read it. That one's pretty cool. The orangey greens, orangey and greens. Yeah, I really like the fluorescent colors because like when you can't do that on a printer, you know. You can only get that with like an actual pigment, a screen print ink. You know what I mean? Need an easel to put them on. Yeah, that's a good idea. I do have an easel, but I just didn't want to roll it out. You know, I wasn't super prepared to show those. Actually, I just thought, why not show them? Thank you, Cyberforce, and thank you for coming tonight. Yeah, those are. I don't know. We did a lot of that on stream, didn't we? So maybe we'll do a stream at some point. I hope. Does it seem like we're skipping around too much? I don't know. I just like sometimes I feel like working in the studio. Sometimes I feel like working on painting. So I guess we'll just continue to switch back and forth. But I think we're gonna finish this one next week, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. Awesome. Well, Cyberforce, do you do anything on Twitch? Should I follow you back? All right, guys. I shall see everybody next week. Love you. Thank you. Coming. And signing